Hello.
Hi.
First of all, I need to know, do you give consent to being filmed?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what would you like to talk about today?
I don't even really know where to start. Well, shit going on with home stuff and work stuff. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of like shit going on in my head. I'm not sleeping. I'm hardly eating. It's the last few days especially have been just awful. I got a call from Volkswagen through my car is financed through, and I have 60 days to pay my arrears or they take my car. So that's fun.
That sounds hard. Sounds very stressful for you.
It's not great.
Yeah. What are you doing to cope?
Most of it is crying a lot, but nothing set really. I'm not really doing anything in particular. I impulse buy a lot because it helps temporarily, but in the long run, it just makes it far worse.
Yeah. So you buy things to
Yeah. Which then I have no money to pay off my loans, and then I have to buy things that makes me feel better, and it's just a vicious cycle. It's not great. It sucks.
Yeah. So you feel like you're kind of trapped in a bit of a
Loop.
and you're having trouble trying to get out of it, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's I think that's where most of it stems from. It's just all the financial stuff. Like, yeah, I work a lot of hours, and it's not so bad now because I'm doing all the call outs and I get paid extra for those. But it's still like super stressful, like not knowing if I'm gonna have enough to make it through the week, and usually I don't. But I make do with what I can, and then I'm behind on the next week, and the next week, and then it kind of snowballs. And then it gets to like a month in, it's like and then that's where it really sinks in. And that's been the last few days for me, is that sinking in moment. And I've just felt like what's the point? Nothing is worthwhile doing. I don't bother to get out of bed. Like it was a struggle even just to get up today, and like I just want to spend all my time sleeping. Like, I love playing video games. I love that more than anything. And even like the last few days, it's been kind of I just don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah. So you feel lack of energy.
Yeah. I'm just like tired all the time. Actually, I was up until recently because I haven't been at work. I was drinking like 3 or 4 coffees a day, 2 or 3 energy drinks just to stay awake. And then like my day off, I didn't have any caffeine. I just crashed hard.
Yeah. How do you find the food, coffee, drinks helpful to do more?
It's great temporarily. In the long run, no, it's awful. It's terrible. But yeah, at the time, like I was like the other day, I was having such a shitty day. I had 3 coffees and an energy drink at 10 o'clock in the morning. All at once, I was just twitching and freaking out for like the whole day. So that was bad. But I didn't really care what I was doing to myself at that point. Like, it just don't really have that sense of I'm doing damage to myself. I don't really have a sense of that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's just I'm just doing it, and I don't really care.
Just kind of do something to fill in while you're feeling that way.
Yeah. It's the caffeine is just there to keep me up before I inevitably crash. At which point, I'm usually home. I can just be in my bed and just do whatever. It doesn't matter at that point. There's no one else there that I have to deal with.
So, how's your home life going at the moment?
It's okay. It could be better. Like there's a few things that are shitty. Like the kids, not my kids. Scott's kids are over like every other weekend, and it's a rental, and they just they're kids, they scream, they hit the poor dog. Like, this poor dog's only a few months old. They hit the poor thing.
That's not good.
It stresses me right out, especially coming from a home life with my mother where that was constant, endless, and yeah, it just kind of brings me back to that point of where I started feeling like shit, where I started wanting to hurt myself, wanting to just end my life. It kind of brings it all back to that because that's exactly what it was like. Two young kids, the dog. It's hell. I hate it. I can't stand it.
So now you feel like it's kind of gone back to that.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah. And for those few days, it does. Yeah. Like it sucks. It really sucks. And it's fine now because I can drive. I can leave the house, but I can't leave the house for 3 days.
Yeah.
I think like the other thing as well is I used to have a house key, like a front door key. He gave that to his girlfriend who doesn't even live there. Like, so now I've only got the garage remote. Again, it's not a huge thing, but it's little shit like that. Where it's like, well, no, hang on, I live here.
Yeah.
Like, when I go out the front to get the Uber Eats that I get all the time, I have to go out and open up the garage door, and, yeah, okay, it only takes a few more seconds, but it's a pain in the ass because you got to make sure the door, goes all the way back down when it's closed. You have to make sure your underwear aren't hanging over the back of your car. It's shit like that. Like, it's just loads of little dumb shit that all stacks up.
Yeah. That must be hard. I mean, students are big. In that sense, yeah.
Snowballing again and over, and it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing to cope when you can't go out driving and then the kids are there at the moment?
Usually I just go in my room and just play whatever games I can. I've got 2 Xboxes. I've got a really good one out in the office, and then I've got my busted, barely functional one in the bedroom. Like, it sucks because not only is it then it's putting a negative effect on something I enjoy because the game's hardly run on. And so it's then putting that negative effect on, the slow, the glitchy, and that sucks. And then the screaming of the kids, and then just everything else. And then, not going out, kind of. Yeah, it's not really not an option. How it's going. Other than that, where I just sleep. I just force myself to sleep while they're there.
You feel so tired and overwhelmed by everything.
Thankfully, I'm usually at work on weekends.
Yeah.
I get every 4th weekend off. I get 1 weekend off a month. And yeah, that's usually not so bad because I'm at least at work for a period of time.
Yeah.
That's a whole other level of things for the customers. But yeah, at least I'm away from home for that period of time. I have a reason not to be there.
Yeah.
And my car's not parked in, which is good.
That's good. So I'm just wondering, what else do you do apart from video games to try and make things a bit
Easier?
Yeah. Notice you love your car.
I do love my car. I love my car very, very much. The both of them. Occasionally, it's really hard now that it's summer.
Yeah.
Because it's so hot. Usually I'd go out and work on the Volkswagen in the garage. But it's just like an oven out there. So during summer months, it's just too hot to be out there doing anything.
Yeah.
And even then, the kids will come out and go through all the tools and the parts, and just scratch up the car, and that is far worse than the screaming. Because that car is everything to me. It's been my first car. It was my house for a period of time. I used to live in that car. I'm very, very defensive over my Volkswagen.
So when you say you used to live in your car, do you still get quite upset about that, or?
It sucked because when I left, when my ex left me after she cheated for 2 years, I was pretty much kicked out to the lounge room but then he would be coming over all the time. So I ended up just going and living out of my bug. And yeah, I think I lived out of that for a few weeks until it just got too much. That's when I called Scott, the manager, and I was like, I need an out. And he's like, yeah, cool, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And came over and packed up all my stuff and left. I left the car with a friend, someone who was a friend of mine at the time. Left the car with them for a few weeks. Couldn't afford a tow truck to get it moved. So I drove it to her place and left it there. But yeah, that was probably one of the more rougher times, was having to live. It's not a very big car. Like, yeah, you can fold the back seats down.
Yeah.
It's not very big though.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah. So now that you feel like you have moved out of that situation, but now you've got kids that are screaming constantly. And that's a hard thing too.
Yeah, it's like going from, 1 foot in the coals to having that foot cooling off, and now the other foot's in the coals. So I've got like 2 burnt feet here, like it. The good thing is it's not constant for the kids, at least. They're only there every other weekend, and usually I'm at work. But when you come home and you just want to, chill out and deal with just customers all day, that is frustrating. And then you come home and the kids are just screaming, and you just want to watch a movie or play some games in peace, and you just can't. And just, it's not good. It's not great.
No, you have a good desire. You feel that serving customers or making it
tricky, isn't it? That's an understatement. Yeah, I think that's the worst part about work, is having to deal with the customers, because let's be real, they're assholes. Like, maybe every 4 out of 10 customers are good customers. The rest are they just yell at you, they just scream abuse at you for no reason other than the fault of their own stupidity, which is even more frustrating.
Like, that must be hard when you're already feeling like crap too.
Oh yeah, and that is why I drink so much caffeine, is to deal with that. Yeah, which isn't great.
You got yourself aware.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm aware that's not great. But yeah, the last time I was feeling like this and doing the same things, I had a stroke in the hospital. So yeah, that wasn't a good time. So yeah, now I'm like worried that we're gonna do that again. And first time bad, second time, probably worse.
How do you feel this like affected you to this day forward?
I don't know. It's just kind of one more thing that I worry about now.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen when I'm by myself? Because I think you're much more likely to have another one if you've already had one.
Yeah.
So now I'm worried. Is it going to happen while I'm home alone? That would suck. And yeah, so it's just another thing added to the stress pile.
Do you have people that you can contact? Or?
Kind of, but not really, because I'm terrible at reaching out to people.
Yeah.
And I hate asking for help. I hate that sort of thing, because I feel like I owe someone, and I already know enough. I already owe enough people enough things. I'm so far in debt that it's not funny. And yeah, I don't need another addition to the debt pile. So I don't bother to ask for help. I would rather suffer through something than ask for help, which is a problem. But I haven't figured out how to not have that issue yet.
You say yes,
Yeah, I hope so.
You speak to your family about these things?
I don't have any family.
No?
I just have my grandma, who, I call once a week and speak to her and catch up and fill her in, but she lives up in Yeppoon. There's nothing really she can do. We both hate living apart. My grandma and I are really close. And, always have been. I was raised by her mostly, which explains my taste in music. But you know, I spent a lot of time with my grandma. My mum was just in New Zealand all the time, so I'd always be with my grandma. And yeah, you know, she's getting old, and yeah.
That's been another concern as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Like, yeah, she's the only family I have, and you know, and she gets sick really easily now. She's very fragile. She's old. She's fragile. But I mean, like, she's always getting out and like, you know, building things out of wood, like cabinets, cupboards. Like, she's super active. Yeah, no, she's like super active and hands-on. Like, yeah, like, you know, I'm just worried that, you know, something's gonna happen to her, and then it's like, oh, well, fuck. Like, that's, you know, that's it. Like, that was pretty much the only family I really had. And when that's gone, that's gonna suck. So yeah, I worry about that a lot. And it's not like, you know, it's just a 20-minute drive to go and see her. It's like 10 hours, and that's a long drive. I've done that drive. It's a very long drive.
Yeah. So is she really in the family speaking about this sort of thing?
She's the only family I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Is she supportive?
Oh yeah. She's very supportive. She came in with me when I was going to see all the doctors and all that, so that she could learn about it all. Yeah, no, she was super keen to learn about everything.
That's really
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So when you're hearing cats and the kids are screaming and whatnot, is there anywhere that you ever go to escape?
Not really. Like,
You know?
my games are usually my escape, but can't do that when they're running around there screaming. And of course, I couldn't drive until now,
Yeah.
so like now I'll just like leave and like go to a park or go to the beach or something like that.
Do you find that helps?
It's nice to get out because I'm so used to not being able to drive and being stuck in four walls. And,
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
yeah, so it's nice to like get out and go and do stuff. I really want to get out to Movie World in the next few weeks because I can drive there, I can go there, you know, and that's really cool. I haven't been in years, so you know, I'm kind of looking forward to that. But at the same time, like, I have to organize it, you know, and it's a lot of money, and so that kind of brings down the positive in it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah. You really struggle with the money by the sound of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you do what kind of things do you do to manage your finances, or do you?
Management? What is that? No, I have like, I have like a bank account tier set up.
Yeah.
So I've got like one account that's got like 3 little pockets in it.
Yeah.
So one is like rent, internet bills, all that kind of stuff goes into one.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that gets paid. But then the car and the other loan come out of a separate account. I always forget to put money in there, or sometimes I just don't have enough left over at the end of the week to put it into there. So yeah, like, that's why the car is so far behind. The other loan is fine. Like, it's up to date, thankfully. I'm only behind on one, but yeah, like, it sucks when I go through and I divide everything up into the accounts and then go, that doesn't math out. Yeah, that doesn't line up at all. Cool. I'm $90 short. I'm $200 short. Like, that sucks. Is the realization that I'm not going to have enough to get through the week. I don't have enough to exist. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, that's fun. But it's good that you found solutions that don't really cost anything, like going to the beach
Yeah.
and going to the park. Like, that's really cool that you.
Yeah, I'd love to go for like just a drive down the beach, but I'm quite sure that my car would not go on the beach very well. And that's another reason why I want to get the Bug done, because they're so light they can go on the beach.
Yeah.
I'd love to take that car down the beach. I'd love to go, like, you know, pack a lunch, take the car down the beach, go for a drive. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to, you know, go for a drive and just see places, drive up mountains, go to lookouts, that sort of shit. Because I'm weird like that. I enjoy it. I love my photography. I don't have a camera. I use my phone. The phone's camera. That's good enough. It does what I need it to do. It does the job. And I have lenses for it. because I'm a nerd.
No, it's great to hear that you have
Yeah,
hobbies.
like that sort of thing is like fun to get out and do. But again, I don't do it that often because it involves going out.
Yeah. It's kind of like a battle with your brain.
Yeah, it's like the two halves of my brain just going at it. It's so fun.
Yeah. Hmm. So you do want to do these things.
I do want to do them, but at the same time, I just don't want to do them.
Yeah.
Like one part of me is like, let's do it. The other part of me is like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
And you find that you ask yourself why a lot.
Yeah, you need to get out of bed.
Yeah.
You need to go and have a shower. Why?
Yeah.
And that the self-care things are like really bad. Some days I have great self-care. I'll get in the shower, I'll brush my teeth, I'll wash my hair, soak myself, I'll get out, I'll air dry, and then we're good to go. I'll brush my hair. And other days, I just lay in bed until the middle of the day and feel gross and sticky. I'll get up and have food and just go back to bed. Like, those days suck.
Yeah.
Those are the sucky days.
Yeah. Do you find that you have more of them than the good days lately?
Yeah, well, yeah. The last few probably months haven't been great. And it's just like getting progressively worse and worse and worse, and I'm just getting more and more tired.
And it's hard because you said before that you struggle to reach out for help when you really do need it.
I use very poor humor to hide my suffering. Like it's easier for me to joke and laugh about it and be like, nah, should be right. It's really not alright. It's not. It's so bad.
Yeah.
But that's just how I've learned to cope with it all.
Yeah.
It's just to make jokes of it. If I hadn't learned to laugh at shit, I would have offed myself a long time ago. But yeah, that's how I get through things. I just laugh at it. Like, nah, it'll be fine. It's not going to be fine. I know it's not going to be fine. I tell myself it's going to be fine, and it eases the pain a little bit.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm an intelligent person. A lot of great hobbies and great aspirations. But I know that it is hard.
It's not great.
You know, you've been through a lot, so I'm proud of you for sticking
Yeah, I'm
around.
kind of over it, eh? It's like
Yeah.
just one thing after the other. What can you do? You know, people say it's part of life. It shouldn't be.
No.
It shouldn't be. People shouldn't have to go through
No.
some of that shit. Yeah.
You've got a very marvelous brain.
It's the caffeine. I'm riding on that caffeine. No, and I shouldn't laugh. But it's kind of I just can't be bothered to go through with it. Like that's the whole thing. I can't be bothered to go through with it. And I think that's the big thing as well. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you know, what if there's a day where it's not as much as a bother to go through with it? Like that's my other worry is, what if the other me suddenly goes, "No, we're done," and just decides to clock out, and that's it. Like that's what I'm worried about. Having one of those days.
Do you have anything in plan for those days to try and kind of, sorry, I guess, get out of that way of thinking? Anything?
Not really. I kind of have like the opposite of that, which is the scary thing. Like I have full plans how I do it, when I do it, why I do it. I play it all out. That's probably the worst part, because that's what I think about at night when I'm laying there in bed. And yeah, that's what they're telling me is all the different ways that I can do it, get away with it easily.
Do you think maybe that would change your thinking to what is great about today? Or have you tried that?
It's hard to suppress them, if that makes sense. Because they're just there yelling all the bad things at me, and you know, it's like I can't get a word in. You know, and
So you can try.
yeah, it's the same experience I have with customers at work. They'll be yelling at me all these things, you know. I know that they're wrong. I'm trying to get a word in, but they're just not letting me. They're just shutting me down, everything I try and say. And that's the same sort of shit that goes on in my head. Like, it's like, It's like when you have headphones on, you're listening to music,
Yeah.
and someone's talking to you, so you turn the music right down. But you know they're talking to you, but you still kind of like just hear the music.
Yeah.
That's I have that all the time, except it's not music. It's people talking to me, telling me shit. That's really disturbing. Like while I was on my medication, it kind of stopped. I didn't hear it as much.
You still on medication?
No, I haven't been for a few months now. I haven't been okay for a few months now. I'm sure that's a coincidence.
Would you consider going back on medication?
Oh, definitely, 100%. If it means I can sleep again, yeah, that's the thing I miss most is like sleeping. Even like sitting in this chair, I'm like dozing off just because I'm just so tired all the time. That's the biggest thing. Is I'm just too tired.
What, do you have a regular GP?
No, I haven't seen a doctor in quite some time. Because the last time they wanted to put me into the mental health hospital, I was like, I can't afford that. Like, I need to be able to go to work. I need to be able to earn money, pay bills. Literally cannot afford to not be at work. So I just argued with them in the hospital and they let me go. Yeah, that was a while ago. It wasn't great. It was not a pleasant experience.
No.
But
It sounded really helpful at all.
no. They were like, look, we really, really think you should go. And I was like, no, I've got a lot of bills to pay. I'm not going to the hospital. That's not up to me. That's just the world we live in. Like, unless you're going to pay me my hourly wage to be in here, I can't. No, I've got 2 loans to pay off, and rent, and phone bills, and internet, and all that extra shit. Like, I can't afford. I literally cannot afford to be sick. I cannot afford to be sick. I can't afford to work. I can't afford it.
But, in saying all this too, I do notice that you do have some coping mechanisms.
Very poor ones, but it's a
Not
start,
all
I
of
think.
them. I think that going out to the beach and the park and video games is still huge.
Driving is the biggest relaxer. I love driving. I love it.
That's great.
I absolutely love it. I can't wait to get out to Lakeside. Yeah. It's fine.
So, what are you planning on doing for the rest of the day? A bit of something.
I want to say sleep, but I know that I can't sleep. Or I don't know what that is.
It's not a drug, it's like a herb you can get at the chemist. I think it's it's like I found that it really helps me when I was having heavy sleep.
Definitely worth looking into, definitely. It's definitely worth looking into.
Yeah.
Sorry, my knee's just very sore.
Something happened?
Arthritis. Hips down.
No, it's
Sorry to mention, I'm in constant pain. It's hereditary though, it's nothing to do about it. I can't sneak through a house at night because it's just crack. Tries to cake from the fridge, shut up. But like, it's been so normal for me for like the last probably 6-7 years that I'm just used to the pain now.
Yeah.
It's just always there. It's like always having deep heat in my joints is what it feels like. Constant burning pain. I'm used to it. But I say that about a lot of the things that I shouldn't be used to. But
That might be worthwhile going to a GP where
actually going,
which I know can be.
especially when don't get a lot of weekdays off, or when I do, it's like 2 weekdays at a time, so I have to fit everything into like those 2 days. And yeah, it's nearly impossible to squeeze like a week's worth of shit into 2 days.
That's right. It's probably not the same kind of regular doctor,
Yeah,
but sometimes it's hard.
yeah,
But if you ever want to go and see one, I'm willing to go with you.
yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Because I hate going in there alone.
Yeah.
It's mad anxiety.
And the one next to it.
And she's done that, we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. I just forget that there's people there. You know, it's an easy thing to forget. For me, I forget a lot of things. But
How are you feeling with that?
yeah, yeah. It's weird. You don't really notice it until you notice it, and it's like, I have no one. But you have someone. You just don't
So the blue
think to ask for help. You know?
Well, you're going to hang out with Bridget and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah. Gonna get stuff up. Get some chocolate. No, the chocolates for now. I'm hungry.
Well, that's good. What do you say?
Yeah. That's how I usually do it. Is if I get through a day without crying, I'll get myself just a little chocolate bar, and it's just like a hey, you did good, kid. You did good. Or Kinder Surprise because I'm an adult. And I like Kinder Surprises. I just like the chocolate. I can't get the chocolate in just a block. So I have to buy an Easter egg like a thing.
It's also like you're treating yourself, but you're saying it's your time for the bad.
Yeah, I know. It is when you do it all the time. I get very dehydrated. Yeah. The other thing is I need to drink a lot more water.
Well, what are you planning on doing for self-care for the rest of the week?
I really get on top of like laundry and shit. Like, I always get behind with laundry. Like who doesn't? But mine's really bad.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I want to start doing like dumb little things like making my bed in the morning, like hanging my clothes up rather than them just being on the floor on my bed, like reorganizing my bookshelves. I love doing shit like that. I love like pulling everything off my office desk and putting it all back on and in order, like moving stuff around.
Well, what is the thing to do what? So, I think if you just do one thing, like even holding the laundry,
Yeah.
you should be very proud of yourself because it can be hard to
Laundry
do
sucks.
anything when you're feeling like that.
Yeah.
And I think, so maybe if you hold the laundry, then you can treat yourself by going to work.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like fun.
Yes, that's pretty hard.
Or you do that.
A lot of mountains I got to drive up.
So, do you mind doing the session here?
No, yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much for speaking to me.
No, it's alright. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, that's good. Awesome, thank you.
No worries.
All right.